Alright, welcome back to the Newbie Nerd. This is the Newbie Nerd. Obviously on the table we have here today, the watch. This is going to actually be putting the watch together. I have an unboxing video. I'm probably going to just attach that unboxing video to this video because this is just going to be me getting into it and actually putting it together and going through the actions to put it together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plan to do what I can here with this camera that you're currently looking at from a top-down perspective, and then I'm also going to use my smartphone on the side for like zoomed in, well hopefully for like some zoomed in shots. Alright, so as this kicks off, you will notice as the video continues on, there's no unboxing. No unboxing portion to this. I ended up having to cut that out. It was just too long, and I wasn't familiar with nomenclature, and I've never really done unboxing before, I don't really do anything scripted, so it was kind of just a bit of a mess. But if anyone is actually interested in seeing it be unboxed, I have no problem with maybe just putting it up at a different time. Feel free to leave a comment or hit a like, if you actually want to see something like that. But this is pretty much me just getting set up here for the build and putting this do-it-yourself watch together. As I mentioned, it was a gift for my birthday from my wife, so I was excited to get into this kit and get it put together. I'm just going through and watching the videos, not really, executing anything from it right now, just watching through all of the videos in preparation of getting started. Taking a look at everything, all the parts and stuff. And I will say just real quickly as it goes through this and as the video starts to pop off, I found the videos kind of confusing. I'm not going to lie. And in this part here, as I'm kind of working on setting up with doing that little extra camera angle, there was the GMT hour portion. I'll put a picture of it here in a second this is the GMT Divers watch, automatic watch do-it-yourself kit, this one here. And that GMT hand wasn't in the tutorials at all. The tutorial video was not there. So I ended up not putting it in. I didn't really know where it went at the time. It wasn't explained. So I ended up just setting it to the side, and it didn't go into the watch, which I was kind of disappointed about. The other thing with the videos, I kind of anticipated it was going to be one long continuous video that kind of went through everything step by step, and you just kind of had to adjust to, or like, pause and rewind, or, but no, it was a whole bunch of broken up little individual videos, and it just made everything more confusing to me, if I'm being honest. But here's where I switched to kind of get that camera angle in, trying out something new, giving you two two I can't even talk, man. Two different perspectives on the take, trying to get a zoomed in shot. And right now I'm actually getting confused because there was a portion where, again, I don't know the nomenclatures, right? But you'll see it here in a second in the video when I get it into my hand. But it kind of where my thumb is there, you can see the little ring, the little black ring that's there. So that black ring, the movement was supposed to sit into that with an area where the crown, the crown's already in and it can kind of slip in. But with the crown being in the movement, that black ring wouldn't fit over it because it was closed in. And what it ends up being is it comes apart, and it wasn't supposed to be put together. Like in the video, when you watch the tutorial, it's not even together. So I was looking for an extra part that wasn't there. It was actually a part that had to come apart from each other. So it took me a really long time to figure it out. I probably wasted a good 20 minutes, 20 minutes, which is, of course, just sped up for you guys in this video as I continue watching videos. But I kind of catch it here. So I want to let you hear frustration come out when I do pick it up, and so you can see I wanted to come through on how like irritated it was. But yeah, that little black ring that you see there, when I finally figure it out, it's just like, really would have appreciated it being in the video. But yeah, it was a little confusing. But overall, I had a pretty good time putting the watch together. It did have its frustrations, um, but in the end, it was kind of cool. It was cool. If anyone is interested in kits or watch kits, this is something that's kind of cool. If you're into, I think it's coming up right here when I finally figure it out. Okay, maybe this comes apart. Okay, that's exactly what it is. This doesn't go. This is not supposed to be on here yet, I guess, or something. Okay. Could have put that in the video. Sorry. Yep, that was the frustration there. But yeah, start getting into the watch build here, and then things really start to pick up from here. Every once in a while, I'll reference the video, as you can see in the corner there. I'll watch through some things and start moving through the process. So again, this is the Divers Automatic GMT watch from the Do It Yourself Watch Club. I got the kit. Well, my wife got this kit for me for my birthday. It was like the um, kind of the, I guess, more upscale kit. It comes with like kind of the fancy little tool set. Um, and you get the instructions and things in there, which I did kind of go through a lot more in depth when with that unboxing video that I'm not even going to post. But um, yeah, it was this was a trying project as far as like the pieces don't look as small as they do. Like they don't look as small on camera as they are in real life. Like holy cow, it's like they're smaller than you think. I don't know if anybody watches like wristwatch revival or anything of that nature, some of those watch shows, but I find them very interesting and fun to watch. And that's what kind of like intrigued me a little bit of giving something like this a try. I know I don't have the experience or attention span at the moment with my hobbying and skills to go in on an actual like movement, full movement assembly or disassembly. And right here, this is where I'm showing how you're supposed to be setting the hour and minute and second hands. Right when you're using the tool to press them on, you have to press them on and keep it nice and even for each one: hour hand, minute hand, and second hand. Um, and I got really lucky here. I got these on, I mean, really first try for the most part. But they go on there. You can see me kind of trying to do my best to finesse them on, give them a nice little press. And every time I'm pulling the watch away and giving it a glance, I'm putting it up to my face and my eye and trying to look at it at the angle that I just put that picture up for. Um, but yeah, as I was saying, don't have the kind of skills to do a whole entire movement. that's like that's just a lot. Because I did give a little thought to. I know the wristwatch revival has what is it, like the Ratcliffe and like they have their website where they have toolkits and stuff, as well as like a little starter kit you can get for watch building. But I just wanted to kind of give this a little bit of a shot and have something that I could wear around and that would have a little more um, like personal. I put a little bit of work and effort into it, um, and I've always wanted a nice um, automatic mechanical watch. I have a handful of mechanical watches, but they have to be wound. They don't have a mechanic automatic function. I mean, to them. So this was really cool, and even got a custom rotor that I'll show. I think I show it um, in the video once I get the rotor put on. But now I'm moving on to getting that second hand on. So you can see here this second hand is very tiny. Um, just taking a few pointers from the video, you can see me pushing it down there on the table a little bit and kind of twirling it. That's like they said, hey, get a feel to what it's like to press it down onto a thing without putting too much pressure on, because you don't want to put too much pressure, you might break something. Um, so I'm trying to get it nice and lined up. You can see me going in with the little, I don't know, the ocular thing. I don't really know what that's called, but trying to look at the right angle to get it to go on there. And although it does take me a couple of tries, I do get lucky and get it on there pretty much first go as far as like when I press. I use the method where you kind of hold it and give it a little press on at the same time, and that seemed to work a little better for me at least. But I did get the second hand on there, um, and it went a little better than I thought it would actually. And I continue on here with movement, just checking to make sure the second hand actually functions and doesn't like stick on any of the other hands. Again, that picture I showed a little earlier, that diagram, yeah, making sure they're all properly spaced out so they don't touch each other when they move. Just trying to get them nice and even here. But yeah, as you can see, it's operating. First go, got it on there. So pretty nice, pretty nice. And we continue forward with the build. Time to get it into the case. And as you can see, the case backing has a nice window there. Just using the Rodica, whatever that stuff's called, the little putty, and the putty to get it cleaned. Getting it put into the case as we work through it. And if anyone's interested in, I might do a little bit of a how things went review towards the end of the video. But this is me just kind of getting it put together and assembled. And this process was, like I said, it was kind of there was parts of it that were irritating, but I think it was mainly because the video portion was a little confusing for me. But once I kind of started going and got past that hiccup with that plastic ring piece, or that came off of the other metal ring holder. I don't even know what it's called. The part that holds the movement inside the case back. But yeah, once I got past that part, it was kind of smooth sailing. Just making sure things fit on there, and soon I think I'm going to be getting the rotor put on. But right now I'm just checking to make sure that it functions properly and that the date is ticking over as it should at the midnight mark. So this is just me going through basically functions check, if you would. So let's see where we go here. Here we go. Ticked over just as it should have. And that was daytime, so this is coming up on midnight, and boom. As you can see, it ticked over. So pretty good, nailed it, right? Yeah, but yeah, I was intrigued about trying to get together a watch thing, and I'm glad I took on this project. It was fun. I'll talk through a little bit of this because it's going to be horrible angles, guys. I know. It's the first time I've ever tried to film anything to this of this kind. Like, I've never filmed anything like this before. Done these kind of zoom ins. I gave it a little bit of a shot when I was painting the little figures for the One Piece build, but yeah. So there's going to be a few not great angles. But as you can see here with the movement, looks like I'm getting um, the ring in there, and then I'm going to work on putting on the custom rotor, because this rotor that's on here for the automatic function of the watch, I'm going to take that out and replace it with a custom rotor. So that's what I'm going to be doing right here. And as I'm doing that, I'll just continue talking about what got me into it. But either way, I've always wanted to try my hand at kind of like messing around or tinkering with watches just a little bit. I think this was like just enough to kind of let me know, like, hey, I'm nowhere near ready getting into something even more in depth of watchmaking or watch building. But this was fun, and I did enjoy making a piece that is, custom to me. So it's a nice, um, it's a Seiko movement with the do-it-yourself watch. Um, so I have a nice mechanical automatic watch that's customized for me as a birthday gift. And as you can see here, that's the custom rotor with the month, year, a Bible verse on there, as well as my age for the birthday, which birthday it is there, for the Roman numerals that were there. I'll leave you to figure it out or rewatch it if you want to do that. But as we review it, um, you know, maybe I'll slap the verse up there for those who are unfamiliar with it the next time we're reviewing it. But yeah, I got this watch put together, and like I said, now I have a nice mechanical automatic watch that I can wear around and that I put together. So it's got some sentimental value added to it. And I did wear the watch out. I have worn it for we went on a cruise. I wore it out, on the cruise. Going into the pool, out of the pool, the water resistance seemed to carry through and work well. Didn't have any issues out of it. Um, Kept it swined, if you would, from the automatic feature when being worn. So pretty sturdy watch, and even though there was some frustrations and a little bit of aggravations, it was very rewarding in the end, and I did enjoy putting it together, and I'm very grateful for the gift, and thank you so much, honey, for the gift. I love you so much, and I had a great time putting it together. Um, and now I'm just going through putting the wrist band onto the watch. And as I do that, I just want to say thanks so much to everyone who made it this far into the video. If you liked it, please hit that like, leave a comment, or subscribe. Would really appreciate it. And if not, no worries. Enjoy the end rail if that's all you showed up for to check out the watch. This has been a goal for me this year in posting on these videos, was to do one a month. I was a little late on my December posting, but I did get it done. 1 month a video when starting. Not sure I'm going to have that push through into the next year. Might do one video per 2 months, but we'll see how it goes. I've been having a blast, and thanks so much for showing up. God bless and happy holidays.